Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So it's Sunday today, so I thought I'd have another play in our art journal, Collage art journal, and I thought today I would do a double page. So I thought I'd do something nice, and I've got these lovely little I've made these sort of like flower heads, just sort of like abstract-y sort of flower heads, which I thought I would do today as a double page. And I've made some little leaves out of some book paper. Now I made these really simple. Now a while ago now I made these lovely jelly plate prints, and I thought I would just cut some out and make some little flower heads. Now they're really simple, so if you've got some collage papers, not collage papers or collage papers, you can use whatever you like. You can use magazine pages or any of your jelly plate prints. Just cut different sort of like little circles out, just of your little bits. This is a bit small I think, but it will give you the idea of what I have done. Just cut out little circles and just pop them on top of each other, and I've just stuck them on and layered them up like that. So I've just made some little sort of abstract-y sort of like flower heads, and I'm just loving all these jelly plate prints that I have. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's pop those. I've got 6 of them, I think. Yes, there's 6 there, and then I got some sort of random leaves. So I've just prepared those first. So let's pop those over to the side. And then I've just got some book paper. So on the back, I'm just going to sort of like stick some book paper. I've got some packaging as well, which is the good old Amazon packaging, which I'm just going to scrunch up. And I'm just going to stick this just to give it a background, and then I'm going to go over with some gesso. So I will probably just sort of speed this bit up when I do it. I've also got, again, I'm going to use my matte medium. I also have my gesso primer. I've got some of my oxide inks. I'll let you know what colours I use when I use them, and I've also got the sprays here. So they're the sort of things I'm going to use. So I'm going to start by sticking some of this on. I've got ink all over me already. So I thought it'd be quite nice to do a double page today. So I'm just going to pop this down just on here, just to give it a little bit of a background, just a bit sort of random. Nice bit of matte medium, but again you can just use your PVA glues or whatever you want to use. You don't have to use matte medium. So let's just stick all these down. There we go, perfect. So I'm going to leave that like that. Let's pop the lid on there. Give it a quick blast so we can dry it off. Okay, and now I'm just going to go over with a little bit of gesso over the top, so it will prime it, ready to add a little bit of colour. So just go over that, and then you can, I don't know whether you can see, but I can pick up some of the texture on here as well with it. There we go, perfect. So I'm just going to leave that to dry for a minute, and I'm also going to get some copy paper just to pop underneath here so I don't make too much mess. So just leave that for a minute to dry and I will be back. Okay, so I think that's nice and dry now. Let's just get a couple of bits of copy paper just to pop under there so I don't make so much mess everywhere on the other pages. So there we go. Make sure I'm in shot properly. So that's nice, it's pretty dry. So I'm going to add a little bit of this. So just to the top, I'm going to try and sort of like spray it this time. Right, this is going to be like the sky sort of thing. So we'll have a little bit of blue. Let me get a bit of water on here. And just sort of make a nice mess. There we go. Just set it up this way. A little bit. Okay, I'm going to just block some of this because I think that's, I don't want it too dark. Perfect. Now let's choose. Oh, look at the state of them today. These do make such a mess when you spray them. I'm going to dry it again. Just going to do a little bit of the milled lavender. So what did I use? I used the weathered wood, the old paper, and this one, which was the mustard seed. And this is the milled lavender. Just add a little bit of this, if it will come out. There you go. And I dry it again. Okay, so I quite like that as a background. Still a little bit wet. I think that blue one, something's leaking on here, which I'm getting covered in ink. Okay, so that will do, won't it? That's lovely. Now I've got some stencils as well, which I thought I would put on the back just to give it a nice background, and I'm going to use some of my nice bright colours, and then I will probably just dull them down just a little bit with some gesso. So let's just pop a few little, just a little bit down here. So we just want to like concentrate on a really nice background. Bit on this side. There we go. I might do a little bit of the blue peacock feather, this one is, and that one was picked raspberry. There we go. What did I do with the lid? There we go. And I'm going to go for, I have my lovely, this is Twisted Citron, and it's a really nice bright colour. So let's have a little bit of this. Love this stencil. So I think I got these. I think this was AliExpress ages and ages ago. I can't quite remember. Probably told you in another video. Can't really see that on there. Can you see that? Not really. Let's try another colour. What should we go for? Should we go for a bit of a purple? That will probably work a little bit better. That's better. Lovely. Perfect. Now I think I might just go over that with a little bit of gesso. So let me just try these little flowers out. I think these will look really nice. A nice bright one today, isn't it? Very nice fun one. I think I'll just go over the top just with, there might be gesso on here actually. Just, and you can see it picking up the texture of the paper underneath, which looks really, really nice. So a little bit more. I quite like it with the white gesso on the edge like that. Lovely. I like that. Right, I'm just going to quickly dry it. Perfect. Now I've also got some tissue paper here, which is the tissue paper jelly plates that I did as well. So I might just add a little bit of that on top, I think, which would look nice, just in the sort of lighter colours. Some of these, because I think they're really, really lovely. Let's go for these ones here. I think they will do. Let's pop these to the side. A little bit, so there's a little bit I can add on. Okay, that looks nice. I'm just going to just add a little bit of this. So let's get our matte medium out again. It's just building up the layers on the back, and I just think this looks really nice because it gives it sort of like dimension in there. So let's just rip some of these bits off, stick some on. This is a nice piece because it's got the gold in it, little gold dots on it. Perfect, I like that. A little bit more of this one maybe. Lovely, I do like that. Gosh, it's a nice pretty coloured one today, isn't it? Let's just dry that. Okay, I'm going to go in with my black Stabilo pencil. Now I'm just going to tiny, not too much today, but just a little bit on here, like this, just to give those little lines a little bit of shadow in here. Let's just see. Where's my water pen gone? There we go. Water brush, not water pen, I mean. Okay, that will do. And then what I'm going to do, let's see what these look like on here. So let's have a look. We need to define the outside of these, I think. Just a little bit. Oh, but I do like that. Look at that. How pretty is that? Let's put the big one there. Got two little flowers. Oh, I think this looks really nice. Then we can have these as little petals. That looks really nice on there. I think I need something a little whiter on the back. Oops, just a little bit. There was my phone. Let's take these off again. Pop them out of the way. Let's just pop a tiny bit. That's better. That's a little bit better. I love the texture that it picks up in the back. I think it looks really nice. Lovely. Okay, quick dry. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to stick the little flower heads on now. Not that it really matters where they go, but I think I might go around them with something. Let's just stick you on there like that. Let's just stick. I'm just going to stick it down. Let's get some matte medium and just stick them on. Not think about it too much. Go. That's down. I do like this combination of colours. I think it looks really nice. Seeing we're all bright and summery, I think I'm very colourful at the moment. Right, what should I do with the lid? Oh, I don't know. Never mind. Okay, that looks good. So shall we do stems with paper or shall I draw them? Let's see what it would look like. So I've got this. Can't really see that one. Can we have a nice bright pink stem? Should we give that a go? Find my scissors under all this mess. Let me just take a very thin section like this. Oh, I think that would look quite nice, wouldn't it? Let's chop that end off. There we go. Couple of pink ones. This way round, I think. Stick you on there. What else can we have? A bit of the green. Let's just cut this piece off. 2 green pieces. Take those over, and what else have I got? The purple. Looking at these papers always makes me want to do some jelly printing again, and I always forget. Always got something else I'm doing. So what should we have? There. Should we have you on there one? And then we can have the green like this. And that one can go on there. Perfect. That's a bit of it. There we go. Love them. I'll just do it in a little point. That one's sort of got a point on it. There we are. They look like lollipops, don't they? I think they will look a little bit more like flowers when I've got some leaves on them. Well, this is a fun one to do today. Okay, let's just put some glue down there. Oopsie daisy, that wasn't very clever. Oops. Little wobbly stems. I can't really see that one very well. Love them. I think that looks really nice. There we go. So now we want to stick on our little leaves before we dry it. So let's just pop one on there. And have another little one down here. Oops. Lots of glue. This way. There we go. One on that one. And there. I think I'll just leave one on that one. There we go, and then I've got just one left, so we can pop. Which side should we have it? Should we have it this side? I think one just up there, like that. Perfect. I think that looks really nice. So let's just dry this off and then see if we can add a little bit of dimension to it. Okay, I love that. So I think I'm going to get my watercolor pencils, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of the color with the watercolor pencils and maybe a little bit of dimension with those. So I will be back 2 seconds. Okay, so I picked some pencils here from, these are Arteza, the lovely watercolor pencils. So I picked some colors that I thought would go with it. Again, I've also got my black. I want to go in with the sort of like colour first and see how that works. So we've got the pinks and blues and purples, so we can, whether this is going to be dark enough, I don't think so. So let's see. Oh, that's a little bit better. Just add a little bit more around here, nice bit of colour to them. The leaves on here. This is not quite dry, I don't think. Maybe I should have left it for a little bit longer. I think I'm going to quickly just dry it a little bit more. 2 seconds. I've got quite a few layers on here, so I think I'm going a bit too quick. And I'm going to go and wet it again. So let's just see if we can get a little bit of this colour around it. Whether you can see that, I don't know. Let's take the blue. So that's where I've already wet it. Go around the leaf. A better idea, just to wet it first and then go over it. Lovely. Just to define these little bits so you can just see them a little bit better. Little flowers. Oops, that doesn't go on there, does it? I quite like this green. I think it just blends into the back a bit too much. Shall we see if we can get a bit of pink in there? do like this. It's a very cheerful one, isn't it? Let's give it a go on this side. Let's have a little bit of water on there first. Lovely. I think I'm going to have to go for pink. That's better. Could probably use your watercolours as well on here, instead of these pencils, and give the background a little bit of a watercolour look as well. But I quite like these little pencils. I think it just looks, it's almost sort of childlike, isn't it? Where you've got the marks of the pencils everywhere. Like that. I do like it. I'm going to go in with a black Stabilo in a minute. Whether I will ruin it, I'm not sure. But if we don't try, we won't know. Just give it a little bit more. Oopsie daisy. Now we've got a little bit of colour in there. Right, let's give this a go. It's just tiny bit. There we go. That's better. I quite like it with the black. It looks not too bad. There we go. A little bit under here maybe. Should have started on the other side, then I wouldn't put my hand in over the top of it. Let's wait for that to dry. Let's start this side again. There we go. If I go in these ones, just to define some of this. Let's see. go. Sorry, I'm concentrating a little bit, so I'm not doing a lot of talking. But then it's more something that you watch, isn't it? I think. Oh, I do like this. Okay, let's do this last little one here. There we go. I think that's really nice. I think it's a nice colourful one today, isn't it? So I think that looks really nice. I think that's probably about it. I don't want to go too far with the black, just a little bit. Let me just have a look. I think that looks good. Perfect. Well guys, I'm liking that. I wonder if I can put, shall we do a few little dots, because I do like my little dots wherever I can find my little white one. I just use the white Posca pen. Let's see if we can just have a few little dots up here. I think this is would look quite nice in here actually. Instead of little splatters, I think these little dots work well. A few over on here. I like this. Keep saying that, but I do. There we go. I don't think it needs anything else. I think I will leave it there because I will probably just ruin it, and I'm liking it like that. So there we go guys, that is one for this week. That was fun to do. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry I didn't speak for very long on this one, bit of concentrating. So thank you so much for joining me. Please stay safe, have a fantastic week, and I will see you all soon. All right guys, bye bye.